You're trying to squat heavy, you're trying to lift heavy and get bigger legs, but your knees absolutely suck. I have the solution. I know what you're thinking, my knees don't suck, but I'm telling you guys right now, this is a life changer right here. Today, I'm gonna be talking about knee sleeves, and specifically, I'm gonna be reviewing the SBD knee sleeves, the Eclipse limited edition release. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button before we get started, and let's get right into the video.
Yeah. They never really understand me. I need a comment like I need a Grammy. She lays the flow with her designer panties. Yeah, we eating plenty, check the pantry. From the sound waves to the rebel lines, from the tattered bridges to expensive dishes. Now we eating ends with these new beginnings. Yet the sign a major for the bankroll, but thank the Lord that it dies a penitentiary. Night sky, but my inside is empty. Mighty flashy with a bird's eye. Scribble gems to get my pockets lined till I get arthritis. Switch my heart is icy, walking past the bouncer like I knew somebody. Acrylics hella cloudy, or the poison ivy. Went from like a stronger with a co-sign me. I don't even like me, no, I'm staring in the mirror indifferent. Who is this nigga? He claim me the realest, the shy, but timid. The riddles were fingers, they simple-minded. Find a road to top, I'm taking it. From the ground, now we paving it. Hella boastful when I'm ventilating. Too much on my place, then they take a shit, yeah. New sounds, I make a facelift. I'm in a new town, I make the wave split. New talent, we accruing down. That's why I run the game until my shoe is calloused. On a loose gravel, keep the flame lit. I relay the message, nobody better. I'm bringing them careless, I want it forever, but I'm with whatever. Cause these days, I've been doing things my way. I can't hide away, it make me feel this all on my face. Bitch, I got it made, yeah. Things been going my way, yeah. Hope the feeling don't fade, yeah. Stream money, anything, they don't tell it why I live.
So after my whole leg workout, I have to say that I'm absolutely in love with the SBD knee sleeves. Now I've googled and pulled up the SBD knee sleeves just to give you guys the specifications of the SBD knee sleeves. So first and foremost, they are sold as a pair. My last pair of knee sleeves were sold separately. The rehband knee sleeves were sold separately, so you had to buy each one. So when you're paying $90 plus shipping, you are paying for a pair of knee sleeves. Now another cool thing about the SBD knee sleeves is that they are used by some of the most elite powerlifters and strongmen and weightlifters in the world, so they are very, very high class. And then of course, every knee sleeve is designed to reduce risk of injuries, anything with your knee, and it just helps really support your knee and put it in place. And then it is USAPL, IPF, and USPA approved and IWF compliant with the maximum allowable 30 centimeter length. That's cool because if you do compete, of course, these are going to be allowed in the competition. And then they are 7 millimeters thick, high grade neoprene, and then they have reinforced seam construction to maximize longevity. Now the seams are really, really cool as well. They go all the way around, almost like a spring, so maybe it helps with support and giving you that extra boost that you might need. Now in terms of sizing, I would go true to size based off their size chart that they have on their website. I wouldn't go too small or a smaller size because it's super hard to get on, and I wouldn't go a size larger because it's not going to give you the support that you need. If you go true to size, I found that it's perfect. It gives me the proper support and it's not too hard to put on. Now earlier in the video I did say that they are sold as a pair and they're $90 plus shipping. That's only for the Eclipse limited edition release. The regular 7mm knee sleeves are $82.50, and that is US dollars. Now if you lift heavy weights or if you've been lifting weights for a while and your knees are starting to hurt, that's completely normal. What happens is every single time you work out and your muscles contract, they become more and more tense, and at some point they're going to be pulling on your tendons, you know, all the time, and that's what causes inflammation of the tendon, otherwise known as tendonitis. Now, patellar tendonitis is very common within powerlifters, weightlifters, strongmen, all that good stuff. And so that's why most of them, if not all of them, use knee sleeves. And the SBD knee sleeves specifically are 7 millimeters thick, as I previously said. So for powerlifters, anybody that's trying to lift heavy weight or squat heavy weight, the 7mm thickness is going to come in very, very handy. Now, if you go with a 5mm knee sleeve, it's obviously going to give you some support. It's going to be comfortable, but it's not going to give you as much support as a 7mm knee sleeve. So long story short, I would recommend the 7mm knee sleeves by SBD to anybody who squats a lot, squats heavyweight, is into powerlifting, or wants to compete in powerlifting, strongman, or any kind of weightlifting sport. Now keep in mind, of course, the knee sleeves are almost like a band-aid to bigger problems. If you have patellar tendonitis, if you have any kind of knee pain, you do need to get that checked out by a medical professional, see what you could do, and make sure you're taking care of your knee, the problem itself, itself. So if you've got tight muscles that are pulling on your tendon, you could of course wear knee sleeves, but at the end of the day, you do have to make sure you're stretching out and you're lengthening and relaxing that muscle that's really tense, and that's what's giving you the tendonitis. So keep that in mind. Now, the people I wouldn't recommend the SBD knee sleeves to is anybody who's trying to lift lightweight, is trying to do maybe just endurance training. This is not a endurance kind of knee sleeve. The rehband knee sleeves are a lot better suited for that. The rehband knee sleeves are more for CrossFit, HIIT training, all that stuff. If you really want to move around and run around in some knee sleeves, the rehbands is what I would go with, and that's what I previously had. The SBD knee sleeves, as I stated before, is for people who are just powerlifting or trying to lift heavy weight, or if you're into hypertrophy training and bodybuilding and you want to protect and support your knees, these would be beneficial for you as well. But if you're a runner, if you're a CrossFit athlete, if you want to do any kind of running around in your knee sleeves, I wouldn't go with the SBD. I would highly recommend you guys checking out the rehband knee sleeves, which are also really good. I had them for 6 years before I lost them, and I was absolutely in love with them. But since I'm more into powerlifting now, I decided to go with the SBD knee sleeves. Now, in terms of the colors, the Eclipse limited edition is obviously just black and white, as you guys see right here. And it goes all the way around. There's a little white strip that goes all the way around. And then the original color is black and red, and that one looks good as well. They both look really good. The logo is a little bit different on these SBD knee sleeves versus the original SBD knee sleeves, but they both look good. And then one last thing, SBD is made in Great Britain, and then I got a size large. I'm 210 pounds, 6 foot, and the size large fits me perfect. So at the end of the day, the SBD knee sleeves are absolutely phenomenal, and I was in love with them, and I would highly recommend them if you are looking for some new knee sleeves. Now that's it for the review. If you guys have any questions, as always, leave it in the comment section below. If you've made it this far, please hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to drop a like, and inshallah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.